Alright, so after Babe breaks out of prison, she heads back to the boys, who are still scheming on how to kill Homelander with their new asset, Soldier Boy. You know, she was mad as hell. Here, no one wanted or even had the time to break her out. Really had to do that joint by herself. She met up with Butcher, bro. They both just pretended like that link up they had did not happen. While you had Butcher juicing himself a 10V with every chance he got, bro. It's like, at this point, why didn't he just take the real deal? Like, shit, bro. Like, with all the consequences in the near future, like, this might as well be the safest path. You have Soldier Boy, who was relieved that he missed out on like 30 years of child support while he was in the cryo chamber, captured by the Russians. Surprisingly so, he's still going on with the plan to kill his own son, which turned out to be Homelander. The rest of the boys didn't want to go after Homelander just yet, but Maeve, Soldier Boy, and Butcher weren't going to be patient about it, so they just locked him up in a safe. After doing so, the three of them meet up with Homelander, who slips to his dad, Soldier Boy, that he smoked out his day one turn up Black Noir for not telling him that he was in fact his son. Soldier Boy just did not care, calling him a disappointment. Now all three of them are holding Homelander down. Meanwhile, Ryan is begging him to stop. Unexpectedly, Ryan lasers Soldier Boy into glass, which therefore leads to him being trucked by his own grandfather. But Billy still had a soft spot for Lil Bro, and no one was gonna hurt Ryan. Him and Homelander both laser Soldier Boy, and he also crashes into some glass. Homelander is checking up on Ryan. Billy walks up to Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy's like, yo, what the fuck was that all about? Nah, cunt, the kid is out of your hands. Yo, bro, I know you are not protecting the little squirt who was the offspring of your wife being raped by that blonde douchebag right there. I made her. I promise. Yo, you really sounded like one of the runner-ups for Goofy of the Year, bro. It's really you, Adam22, and Leah Torfura. Dang, you gave me a job, bro. And now you don't want it to be done just because he's here? Stand down. Nah, fuck that. They get to scrap it. This man, Homelander, who stood up after checking on his son, but Maeve not allowing him to leave, hits him with the right hook. Homelander looking at her like, bitch, please. Who does not want to fight right now, but she not letting up. She turns him around, but he blocks both attacks and pushes her away. While this man is turned away again, she kicks him in the back of the head, got him stumbling toward the drawers. This man, Homelander, moved in the nick of time. She done made a dent right where he was standing. He's still throwing punches. This time, Homelander blocks and then uppercuts her. Homelander's asking her to stop, but she just goes ahead and tackles him. And then it cuts back to Soldier Boy and Butcher's fighting it out. Butcher headbutts Soldier Boy and then punches him. Got him looking over to the side like someone's calling his name. Soldier Boy tries to hit Butcher with the punch. Misses. Butcher tries to counter. Also misses. And Soldier Boy just bats him straight on the head. That man Butcher to sleep for a good 2 seconds. As he's pulling him up, Butcher hits blows to his stomach and is really on the offensive right now. After being hit with that combo, it doesn't get any better for Soldier Boy. Butcher uses his laser eyes to just blind him for a sec. Doesn't work. Butcher gets hit in the face and gets swept by the legs. This man Butcher gets lifted up by Soldier Boy and then thrown onto a table. It's like the last motherfucker I've seen do that in my lifetime might have been Prime Brock Lesnar, straight out of the UFC. Butcher right now basically has no more fight left in him. Soldier Boy's about to finish it off with the shield, but the gang just comes back there in time. Boys pull up with Starlight. Meanwhile, Kimiko and Frenchie are cooking super meth in the lab so Soldier Boy can get high enough to get put back into the chamber. While they're trying to do this, Vault Security pull up on him, so Kimiko really gotta lock in. She put on that new flare and immediately go into flow state. I would really hate it if this was my night shift. Like, best believe after all the chaos I'm seeing, bro, I'm dipping immediately. Going back to the fight between Homelander and Maeve, Homelander is really getting his ass kicked right now. He blocks her punch, but soon after he gets hit in the face twice. She geeking that she made him bleed. But now Homelander really has to lock in. He knows damn well he can't let himself get his ass beat in front of Ryan. What will he say then? All the Nepo babies whose parents work at Vault are gonna be showing Ryan the footage, bro, of his dad getting absolutely folded. Homelander uses his laser eyes, but it really does no damage on her, and she blocks it with her gauntlet. He tries to punch her, she ducks and flips him onto his back. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're telling me, bro, she could have been the one to beat his ass the whole time in the earlier seasons. She tries to finish the job off, but he rolls just in time. He puts a hand to her face and crushes her eye. Got her looking like the female version of Slade in Teen Titans Go. She's able to punch his groin and get out of his grip, but the damage has already been done. She became 50% Stevie Wonder. She punches him in the face, but he anticipates her next attack and blocks it before punching her in the stomach and sending her down. But fueled by her rage, she gets up and it cuts back to Starlight and them fighting Soldier Boy. This man Soldier Boy hits Starlight with the shield. She goes flying. God damn. She know damn well she not going to be able to chew her food right in the next few days. Gonna have to go to a dentist. Butcher uses his laser eyes, but it's blocked by Soldier Boy's shield. We cut back to Kimiko and she's wailing on this guy right here, bro. Couldn't it be me? Like, damn, I think she was vibing too hard to the music. Like, there was no need to slam him like another couple times. Jumbo right here tried to fire at Frenchie, but unfortunately his plan failed. He was still able to hit him in the leg, though, but not before being knocked out with his own gun. Frenchie's done making the super meth and tells Kimiko to bring it to the others. This dude Butcher breaks the shield, but he thought that was really going to do something. Soldier Boy said, I bet. Say less. Nigga was moving like Captain America with Batroc the Leaper. Bro thought the shield would make the man, but nah, he still had them hands. This man Soldier Boy really just wailing on Butcher. MM in the back real quiet right now, bro. He was really just cheering when they broke the shield, but he ain't saying shit. He picks him up by the neck and then just throws him. Like, Kimiko really thought she was going to sneak attack him. He got her by the neck, throws her across the table, really breaking that shit. Then he turns towards Starlight. Huey's tempted to take temp fee, but if he takes another one, he's gonna end up right where Butcher's at. Gonna be dead in like a couple of months, oozing black earwax out of his ear. But instead of doing that, he raises up the brightness of the lights that gets the SummerSlam concert, giving Starlight a 20% power boost. She hits him with the light beam and he goes down. Soldier Boy really on the floor right now, and they did not hesitate to put the super meth right up on him. This woman made his Homelander in the gut again, got him kneeling. She ducks his next punch, but he blocks her punch and then taps into his inner Chris Brown and decks her. At this point, Soldier Boy heard MM shit talking and said, "Nah, I can't let that slide." Who's charging his chest beam? He ready about to kill everybody in the building. Homelander picks up Maeve and is really about to finish her off with domestic abuse, but she picks up a sharp metal object and just stabs it in Homelander's ear. Now they even. He's half blind and now Homelander's half deaf. Maeve uses both hands to punch Homelander, and then Ray Lewis tackles Soldier Boy off the building. His chest beam goes off, and that's really the end of it. Everyone did survive.